It's Project Cargo Professionals live at Breakbulk Americas, and we're with Christian from AAL Shipping.
How you doing? Thank you for having me here. It's wonderful.
Well, thank you for finding the time to mess around with us on YouTube, because I know you're normally on the Discovery Channel.
Oh, yeah. I guess so. Anytime. Thanks for the invite, first of all. But yes, we did the Discovery Channel. That was 5 years ago. In 2019, we were contacted by mega shippers. They wanted to showcase us and follow a project from start to finish. So we chose this rubber tire gantry crane project that we were moving from Asia to the Port of Miami, for the Port of Miami, and they followed us all the way along. It was a wonderful experience, lots of reality TV excitement.
I watched a bit of it yesterday.
Oh, you did? What did you think?
Cool video.
Yeah.
Want to tell us what your catchphrase was?
I'd rather not.
Go check it out on YouTube if you want to see Christian in action.
Yes.
Good video. Tell us what's going on at AAL Houston.
Well, AAL Houston's doing great. We've got a great team with multiple decades of experience. We're led by our GM, Henrik Hansen. We're finding new cargoes, new ways to deploy our fleet in the most efficient way possible. So it's great. The our cargo requirements coming in, the quotations, they haven't slowed down for the most part. It's ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
But we just started going back to the P&W for the first time. That was really only due to the Panama Canal situation, which is no longer. Currently have a ship there right now. So
I went to see the guys from the Port of Everett yesterday. They were very happy to see you there.
Yes, I got a lot of love from them as well. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite ports, and I'm glad that we were able to call there again.
And shout out to Walter, who's retiring in January. So if you're watching, Walter,
You earned it.
happy retirement. So that's good. And so what else are you seeing in the market? What other types of cargo are you excited about?
Well, excited. One thing that's interesting is these battery storage units that are coming up. They seem to be everywhere. That's really being utilized for these data centers and really energy storage. But they're getting bigger. They don't seem to be stopping.
Yeah.
They did change some rules where they have to be on deck, but that's no problem. And they're kind of like the icing on the cake for a voyage.
I think it's a sector that's going to become more interesting, right? Because as you say, they are getting bigger, they are heavier. I think some people thought they were smaller and lighter than they are now.
Correct. I think they started at 20 tons maybe. I know we've got some that are 41 and a half. I think I've seen 55. And I heard yesterday there was somebody talking about 100-ton units.
I heard that
so
too. Yeah.
That would be interesting to see. It kind of limits who can take those though,
Yeah. And in terms of the wind sector, how do you see that? Because I know that's traditionally been good for AAL, but obviously there's a question mark over that in the US. What are you seeing?
Correct. For the US specific, really that's a really good question for our wind team. We do have, we have been carrying some wind in. I know we've got some coming into the US Gulf, and we are taking some to the East Coast US, some of the offshore wind towers. Whether or not that is new projects or ending of existing projects, I don't know. Again, that's better for the wind team.
Yeah.
But it's still out there. They're still coming in, quite large units. So it's looking pretty good. We're deploying our Super Bs on that, what they were designed for.
Yeah. So how concerned are you around all the tariffs and the US trade policy?
So me personally, I'm not. I think one thing that's interesting about this industry, especially ship owners, is how resilient it is. Our ability to adapt and pivot when our internal policies change. We saw that in COVID, right? You had ports, countries, the rules were changing almost on a weekly basis. And you know what? We're still here. We're still all together. We're finding new business. So regardless of what happens, the industry is going to be fine. And there's some bumps in the roads, but hey, this is a cyclical industry, right?
So being a European-owned shipping line is not worrying you unduly?
No, I'm not worried about it, no. And I don't think us as a whole are worried about it for AAL themselves.
So give us your outlook for the coming years. What do you see ahead?
I think that, me personally, power is what's going to be moving the industry right now, with the requirements for the U.S. grid by 2030 and 2035. We have to have more capacity. All these data centers, we see AI taking over. All that has to have some sort of base there. So all the large plants that are being built and discussed under this roof right now, I think the next 5, 10, 15 years are going to be very good in terms of project cargo.
So there you go. You heard it. The good years are coming back.
Quote me on it.
So if you're not too worried about the trade policy in that situation, what are you worried about?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. So there was a podcast that you did where a guy said what he was worried, what kept him up at night was people working inefficiently. Now, I don't worry about that. I sleep great. But what's always in the back of my head is the emerging technologies, specifically AI and similar. 5 years ago, AI was just a thought. Now it's on all of our phones. So think about where we're going to be in 5 years from now. I'm very excited about what that outlook looks like for our industry in general. So.
Yeah. And just update us on your new build, the new ships that you've got coming in. What's the situation there?
The Super Bs. So we commissioned 8 new buildings, 32,000 deadweight, 3x350s combinable up to 700s. They have 42,500 cubic meter space underneath. I mean, I call them aircraft carriers. They're gorgeous ships. So they were built for offshore wind. We're utilizing these in ways that we didn't initially think possible, and it's really exciting what we're doing with these. Very nice ships, and I hope we keep getting more of these.
Yeah. Just tell us some of the new features that the ships have.
The new features, so completely smooth hatch covers all the way across, forward accommodations, so we really don't have to worry about our space is quite nice on the deck. We have eco decks, so we can make the decks wider, which is kind of very unique. It's very beautiful to see and utilize. Very economical in terms of consumption. Speed is good, and like I said, they're very beautiful ships. You should get on one sometime.
I'd love to, and you've already had some here.
We have had some here. We've had the Limassol here. We've had the Hamburg. We've had the Dubai. Dubai is showing up soon, I think. No, or the Dammam, one of the two. That's showing up soon. Those are doing the offshore wind onto the East Coast. So yes, it's very exciting when they come in.
Hopefully there'll be some more of them here.
Hopefully. We got to get some more.
Christian, thanks so much for the update.
No problem. Pleasure, and hope to speak again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.